this world, you are either ignorant as a result of the informations that you don't have available at your fingertips, or you are ignorant because you choose to be ignorant. And when certain groups of people know certain things, but they choose to ignore, to remain in that ignorance, they are very difficult to deal with. The world is laughing at Nigeria and also weeping for us at the same time. Ambassador Richard Grenell, who was United States ambassador to Germany, has been appointed by President Donald Trump as the United States of America acting Director of National Intelligence. This was the man who in 2015 wrote a brilliant article for the Washington Times titled Nigeria on the Brink, in which he warned about the dangers of electing Major General Muhammadu Buhari as Nigerian president. And he cited his links to and also sympathy for Boko Haram and the Islamist terror groups. I remember commending Greenville at the time and also quoting him extensively in one of my essays that year. I thank God that this man is now one of the most powerful men in America when it comes to intelligence gathering, espionage, and security matters. He is a profoundly good man and a strong and God-fearing evangelical Christian. Most relevant to us is the fact that he recognizes the strategic importance of Nigeria to the United States. He fully appreciates what we are being subjected to by the present administration. He has a deep interest in our affairs. He cares for us and he knows the mess that we have put ourselves into by electing Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired and allowing him to steal the mandate built in 2015 and in 2019. Needless to say, the events of the last 5 years have vindicated him and proved him right. They have vindicated and proved yours truly right as well. Buhari links with an obvious sympathy for Boko Haram, ISWAP, the murderous Fulani herdsmen and Islamist terror group generally is obvious to the discerning and increasingly clear to even the village idiot, the court jester, and the fool. As you all know, during the time of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, that is not to say that Goodluck Ebele Jonathan's era government was free of corruption or certain endemic and subterranean activities that is of no productive importance, meaningful to an average citizens in that contraption called Nigeria. But nevertheless, the story that was purported, that was brought out then, is how Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired, the president of Nigeria, said that fight against Boko Haram is a fight against the North. And afterwards, because Nigerians do not remember, or maybe they don't read, they don't read at all, or they choose not to, whatever it is, somehow the integrity of Buhari was sold to the Nigerians and they became partisan, even though they are not part of any party. I mean, at least they are not making money out of it. They felt that APC is here to give them what PDP cannot. If someone is saying that a fight against terrorists is a fight against Islam and a fight against the northern part of Nigeria, then the person comes in to say he's going to sweep off Boko Haram within some period of time. Is it that he got to realize that he made a mistake, or he played what they called in the north, Takia? Now, needless to say, the events of the last 5 years, like I said, have vindicated and proved right that what Grenell said and wrote in the article is coming out. In fact, it has come out to be true. Buhari's link and obvious sympathy for Boko Haram. Right now, there is a bill being proposed to re-educate, radicalize They are putting them in the same platform as the Niger Delta militants and kidnappers. That's not to say crime is good, but these are terrorists that have no productive ideology. They are not fighting for transparency. They are not fighting for the masses. They have no clear. They are just demonic and satanic bloodsuckers, and they are only interested in how to steal, kill, and destroy. Now, some of them have been captured, and they claim that they are repentant terrorists, in which none of them have come on TV to tell Nigerians what all the activities and whatever it is all about. For an average person in that contraption in Nigeria, can never tell you or explain to you what Boko Haram is all about. All we know is they shed blood, they kill their own mothers and sisters, brothers, and just any other person they can lay their hands on. And they claim that the purpose of their killings has to do with Muhammad, Allah, Islam. The same group of murderous, satanic people get sympathy from Buhari, and now they are trying to, you need to see the video and see how they are being given juice, drinks, potable water. They are dressed cool. They say they are rehabilitating them into the society. Now we know that the issues of the Almajiri is a very terrible and cancerous issue that needs to be looked into. That is the location where Boko Haram, ISWAP, and the rest of the terrorist organization get their followers from. I believe that if the government works with certain policies to get those children off the street and re-educate them, they can actually radicalize those ones there, rather than the ones that have given themselves to shed blood. They've killed a lot of people, yet the government is looking for a place for them to feel fine, enjoy themselves, and even give them monthly payment. When an average student does not get any bursary, when there is no stipend for them, no policy to upgrade them, is it better to be a member of a Boko Haram group and come out to say you are repentant so you can receive monthly payment? It is terrible. The consequences of his savage and relentless tomfoolery and his determination to implement an incendiary and dangerous religious and ethnic agenda is that within 5 years, Nigeria will break into 2 or more pieces. I say this because the people of this country will not sit back and allow the Islamist, the ethnic supremacist, the jihadist to turn us into slaves and butcher us all. They will not sit back and allow us to be Islamized and conquered. They will not sit back and allow Christians and moderate Muslims to be slaughtered like flies and butchered like salad goats and Christmas turkeys. No, not possible. They will not sit back and allow Africa, most prestigious, most precious, most noble, most honorable, most enlightened, most innovative, most resilient, most courageous, most adventurous, best educated people to be ruled and ruined by a group of violent and demented cow-loving and camel-adoring Janjaweed who come from another world and who hail from another century. When push comes to shove, the people will fight back. It is only a question of time. Things are warming up now, and we are almost there. The older generation took rubbish from these aliens, but the new generation will not. It's a different era. You release and rehabilitate dangerous and savage Boko Haram terrorists, ISWAP terrorists, Fulani bandit terrorists. You draft them into the Nigerian army. You pay them huge sums of money as ransoms. You pamper them. You coddle them. You tell them that one day they can even become president. And now you want to set up a federal government agency to reward them and take care of their needs and look after them. You did not create a federal agency to take care of the welfare of their victims that are all over in the IDPs. You did not create an agency to take care of those that they have turned into orphans, or the hundreds of thousands that are trapped in the horror known as the internally displaced persons camps, which can be better described as a concentration camp, hellhole, as a result of their attacks. You did not create an agency for or give welfare to those whose entire families and loved ones they wiped out. You did not create an agency for those who they maimed, traumatized, bombed, caught, blinded, and rendered homeless. You did not create an agency for those they kidnapped, raped, Islamized, radicalized, and enslaved, such as Leah Sharibu and many thousands others. To you, none of those ones matter. It is only those that perpetrated those horrendous war crimes and crimes against humanity that matter, and that you created an agency for. Have you not rubbed our noses in it enough? Do you expect us to take all this for much longer? Do you believe that every Nigerian is a coward? What about the army, unfortunately, from the south that have been maimed and killed? What has happened to their family? Do you believe that we will all continue to suck your rectum, eat your shit, and accept your nonsense forever? If so, you are wrong. So wrong, and in the coming month and years, we will prove it. The world is laughing at Nigeria and weeping for us at the same time. We are being ruled by people from the Stone Age who see mass murder, ethnic cleansing, and genocide as an art and as an acceptable way of expressing their will and implementing their agenda. By now, the die is cast and Caesar has crossed the Rubicon. We will either have a Nigeria where such barbarity has no place and where all men are considered as being equal before God and the law, regardless of ethnic, nationality, or faith, or we shall have no Nigeria at all. That is the new reality. Take it or leave it. And if it proves necessary to be rest assured that we, the people of Nigeria, shall fight for it. Yesterday, there were some tweets on Facebook and Facebook also. And the tweet goes like this. A federal agency for repentant Boko Haram members is to be established. An agency for ravenous and merciless beasts that slit open the throats of women and children, behead clerics, abduct and enslave thousands of innocent, defenseless, helpless compatriots, and bomb places of worship. This can only happen in a shithole country and a zoo. It is evil. Be warned, you, but you will not listen. We warned you, but you will not listen. May God curse every single one of those that put us in this mess. In 2015, before 2015, by bringing heartless bloodsuckers and monsters to power. If you say a big amen to this, I don't think it's much of a problem. Now, this article can be attributed to Femi Fani Kayode, aside the few analysis. That is what it is for now. If you are not a member of this channel, we all can grow this channel together. We can build it together, and you can do so by just tapping on the subscription button and the red notification icon bell below. It will definitely alert you whenever videos are uploaded. And if you are already a member of this channel, I say a very big thank you for the support. May God bless you.